I have worked as a spiritual medium for 20 years now. And one thing common amongst all the ancestors that came through when we do the ancestral readings is that they are in search of a light, the light that takes them back to the source. But it usually happens that there are blockages along the way, so they come back to ask those who are living to help them out on the problems that they are experiencing. So the thing is, whenever they come back, they disrupt the lives of those who are living. That is the only way they know how to alert them that they need help. I felt the need to talk about these things because if we knew some of the things, the journey wouldn't be so long. You find that when people have ancestral problems, they end up going from pillar to post. They end up going to like so many traditional healers, trying to find an answer. But the reason why it happens like that is because people who have problems, they don't take time to learn about these things, to learn about the energies, to also learn about spirituality as a whole, in a broader sense of the word, to understand the laws of spirituality. Because at the end of the day, we are talking about energy here, and energy can be manipulated. It can never be destroyed. It is either negative or positive. So in whatever that you are doing, as long as you make sure that you maintain a positive attitude, you make sure that your energy is always elevated, it is always positive. Be mindful of your frequency, the level of vibration that you're vibrating at, it must always be positive. So that is what we're going to be discussing and talking about. But more than anything, I would just like to share my journey, because I started as a spiritual medium like in 2004. And when it started, I didn't go for initiation, it just happened automatically. So I learned along the way, and as I was doing the readings, I learned so much, such that because I had a calling that I needed to accept, it came from my ancestors. That is all that I knew. But as I grew in my journey, I started asking my ancestors, because you find that when you have these problems, it becomes a problem after another. But at the same time, you are helping people on the other hand. But then your ancestors are always coming forth, wanting you to cleanse them, wanting you to do this and that. So at some stage for me, I asked them, I was like, but for how long am I going to carry on doing this? Because I do this for one and then another one comes through. And then the next time is the other one who was not here before. So I asked them, and they told me that one day everything is going to be over. Okay, fine. I carried on doing my work, doing this, doing the channeling. At some point, they came through and they told me that it was over. And I learned a lesson that it's important to understand the energies, because when you know better, you do better. And I've always been of a belief system that no, man, the journey doesn't have to be so long. I mean, if you know exactly how to manipulate the energies, just forget that it's ancestors. Think about it as an energy, because at the end of the day, we are talking about the same thing. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's a matter of changing a negative energy into a positive energy. Like I said before, that I used to call it energy that resides in our aura. But now that I have learned manifestation, I understand it as a quantum field where manifestation happens. That is the playground where we play when we manipulate the energies in order to manifest the things that we want in life. And also it makes sense because people who have problems, ancestral problems, they have a blockage of the things they cannot manifest. And for you to manifest, you have to be vibrating high. You have to vibrate so high to the point that you match the vibration of something that you need. But when you have problems, you vibrate very low. That is the time when the ancestors are there. Once they once they appear in your life and they cause those problems, for you is to sort out those problems as quickly as you can so that you can move on and move up to the positive energy level where you manifest the things that you like. As time goes on, we are going to be discussing a lot of other things. I would also like to share a lot of my story with the hope that others will relate and find pointers where they can also, use it in their own spiritual journeys. But at the end of the day, we are all in search of the light. We are living this life just following the journey of our soul. But at the end of the day, when we go back, we need to go back in our most purest form. So whatever it is that we are doing whilst we are here, we need to make sure that it's something that is elevating us, it's something that is positive, it's something that is godly. We do not have to judge one another. All we need is just to love each other.